All right, so we're diving deep today into the cosmos, but in a kind of unique way. We're looking at a podcast, actually, called Cosmic Connections.
Interesting.
Yeah, they do like these daily horoscopes, right?
Hmm.
And we thought, why not? Let's pick a day, see what kind of advice they were giving out.
That was fun.
Which day are we going with?
We're going with February 26th, 2025. See what the stars had in store.
I like it. It's like a little time capsule of astrological energy. See what was happening back then.
Exactly. So before we get into each sign and what they were told, can you, I don't know, set the scene a bit? What was the overall vibe astrologically on that day, according to Cosmic Connections, of course?
Well, just from skimming the horoscopes, it seems like a pretty dynamic day.
Yeah.
Lots of different energies at play.
Interesting.
Yeah, like a bunch of signs were told to be super proactive, go-getters, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So probably some strong Mars or Jupiter influences going on, I'd guess.
Makes sense. Planets of action and all that. Exactly. But at the same time, there's this kind of introspective vibe too for some signs, maybe a Moon or Neptune influence.
Oh, interesting. Like a balance then.
Yeah, seems like it.
Okay, cool. Well, let's break it down sign by sign then. Now, 4 signs really jumped out at me. Aries, Gemini, Leo, and Sagittarius. They were all about taking charge, making things happen.
Right.
Aries was all about new beginnings. Gemini had ideas to share. Leo was like super creative. And Sagittarius was told to like push their boundaries.
Interesting. Yeah.
Like what was it about these signs specifically? Why were they the ones getting this go-getter energy?
Well, again, hard to say for sure without knowing the exact positions of everything. But maybe Mars was in a good aspect to these signs,
Yeah.
amplifying that drive. Or maybe Jupiter was lending them some of its optimistic, adventurous energy.
Cool. Makes sense. But then you have like Cancer and Pisces, right?
Uh-huh.
They were told to chill, basically take a step back.
Right.
Yeah, Cancer was all about self-care, and Pisces was told to listen to their intuition.
Yeah.
So what's that about? Why those signs specifically?
Well, think about it. Cancer is ruled by the moon, right?
Right.
All about emotions and nurturing. So maybe the moon was in a position that day where self-care and emotional well-being were just super important for Cancer.
Ah, okay.
And Pisces, you mentioned Neptune. Well, that's all about dreams, intuition, the subconscious. So maybe its energy was just really strong for Pisces on that day.
Interesting. Now, there were 2 signs that got some pretty specific financial advice. Taurus and Scorpio.
Oh, yeah.
Taurus was told to focus on financial planning, and Scorpio was told to be on the lookout for financial opportunities.
Okay.
What kind of opportunities do you think? And was this a good day for Taurus to invest or more just planning?
It's really interesting that those 2 signs got singled out for finances, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, Taurus is ruled by Venus, right? So material possessions, financial security, all that makes sense. But Scorpio is more about Pluto, power, transformation, including financial power. So maybe the horoscope was hinting at some chance for Scorpio to increase their wealth or be really strategic with their resources.
Interesting.
As for Taurus and investing, well, that would depend on the specifics, right? Like what aspects Venus was making to other planets. Could go either way.
Right. Okay, so we've got some signs taking action, some looking inward, and some dealing with money. Kind of a lot going on.
Right.
But there's a theme here, right? Like balance.
Definitely.
Is
Yeah.
that a common thing in astrology, would you say?
Oh, absolutely. Astrology is all about understanding these different energies, right?
Yeah.
And how they interact and finding that harmony between them.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's a reminder that, life has all these different facets, just like the planets move through different signs and houses. We all go through these cycles of action and introspection, material things, and spiritual growth.
I like that. So as a listener, what can you take away from all this,
Yeah.
from this deep dive into cosmic connections?
Well, whether you're super into astrology or not, these horoscopes, even just from one day, can be really thought-provoking, I think.
Yeah.
Are you more of an action-oriented person, like an Aries maybe, or a Sagittarius, or do you tend to be more introspective, like the Cancer, Pisces? And do you find yourself focusing on finances a lot, like a Taurus, or are you more driven by other things?
Right.
I think it's just about recognizing those different energies within yourself and finding what brings you balance.
Love that. Well, it's been super fascinating to take a peek into this one day, this snapshot of astrological advice. Even though February 26th, 2025 is long gone, the ideas are still relevant.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, still a lot to think about. Thanks for joining us on this little cosmic journey.
My pleasure.